the game, and you do have that level 6 Talia plus Pantheon combo that we talked about, so there's a lot of setup right there. I feel like what Ruddy do really, really well, what Baus has been behaving so far, no shenanigans behind tier 1s or tier 2s.
None of that at all. As it does look like we are going to get a gank coming in. Velia found Gaethan, he's got the free talent strike, and first blood going to Velia!
This is the challenges you run into.
Wait, hold on. Nah, they're all right.
Hey, it's fine.
Although Crowley's coming over just to make sure he's fine. Reckless gonna get the reset off.
Oh,
wait, Marlon flashes in here. Nata jumps forward. Reckless looks for the turnaround. Marlon's gonna secure the kill, but Crowley turns it back around. Down goes Marlon. Teleport coming in as well. Baus is here as Nata is trying to finish up Crowley. Crowley's able to flash away. Nata finding himself on the wrong side of history, dodging away on the arrow. Nata, he just has to run towards the jungle. Baus, no ultimate available. Flashes ease into the queue. And Los Ratones will take their third of the game.
Super quick reactions right there from Baus. TP's down bot lane. We do have Baus. He has reset again over the top, but he does have ult. He's looking to play towards more the top side of the map. He's playing aggressive. Is he ulting in? I think he ulted in.
Oh, we're going to see some action top side. Knockup comes in. Baus will go down, but he's got the zombie form. It's a 1-for-1 already, but he's just going to chase onto Nata. Nata, no! He survives! So close to going down.
However, we'll get them later.
Yeah, we'll bring that one up later. It looks like Los Ratones going to get themselves their first dragon. They've changed their playstyle because they were actually dropping dragons at the beginning of the split. But once we got the, I think a lot of it also just kind of boils down to all the action that went bot lane with Baus TPing and stuff. That changes it all. But Peng, he's been caught by a charm here. In jumps Velia! And Velia secures his kill. Natinat comes in, finds the stun onto Velia, but don't really think there's much place for him to go. Caught by the knockup. Natty fighting off way too much there. That's 2 kills for Los Ratones.
What a fantastic turnaround. Reckless gank.
15 minutes-ish, roughly. Really, really impressive from them. Marlon gonna spot Reckless here, but I don't think there's really much coming of it. Just gonna go for a bit of supportal combat between the two of them. Crowd control galore. Does look like Nat's coming over though. Reckless may have bitten off a little bit too much here. Does have his ultimate, does have his flash. The curtain has actually been called. Reckless might find himself just going down here. Is he going to escape the 4th shot? No! Nata finishes him up.
Nice punish right there from Ruddy getting one for themselves. And as you can see, setting up that very
deep... will not have his flash. He will have his cleanse by the time the dragon comes up, so at least has something. But they're going to immediately jump him cleanseless. Down he goes. Shut down for Nata. Crowley has fallen. And that could just be dragon here for Los Ratones.
These were the plays that were happening versus Nord, right? They were overextending. They were getting caught one by one. Ruddy's being able to grab that dragon right here. It's huge. You stop the stacking, and most importantly, you stop for the time being feats of strength going over to Los Ratones.
Slows them down massively. Dragon number 2 in the pocket.
And look at him. He's wrapping around that mid lane as well. He's looking towards the carries. Peng no mana.
He's just used the Unraveled Earth as well in the jump for Spirit Rush. Gonna charge forwards. Nemesis actually gets caught back, and this could be a big turnaround here. Nemesis able to jump away to safety. Meanwhile, Baus being hunted by Marlon and Nata. Blast cones over the wall to get to safety, but Marlon's gonna keep the chase
on the screen as Los Ratones will claim the first tower, which will also give them the feats of strength.
Nice do in response. They can't push any waves or any towers, really.
A little bit late on the rotation out there from Ruddy, particularly because they didn't have the waves pushed, right? They had so much vision inside this river, but they were actually pulled out from Los Ratones. Now they're pulling TPs. The wave is down from Talia. Let's see if they can make it work. Pantheon ult.
Marlon coming in. They're going to throw that Pantheon ult down, but Nemesis goes for the charm, collects it on to Gaethan, and Gaethan will fall. Crowley secures the kill. Nemesis looking to finish up Nata. Nata hit by the charm, goes for the cleanse, but everybody else is falling apart on the other side. Crowley taking a double kill as Peng's able to escape, but 4 down.
Los Ratones don't need to break the formation. They don't need to jump to the backline because they're so strong as is. They just go through it. Gaethan literally melted from that charm from Nemesis, and the Nemesis found his way onto Nata as well. The positioning was not on point right there from Ruddy. And even though we said they don't necessarily need a formation, they're kind of all of them, they're like disruptors, and Jin sets up for them. And a little bit worried. Talia's not a tank killer, Panther's not a tank killer, Jin is definitely not a tank killer. As people would like to argue that, I feel like it takes way too long.
Find a return move in response to that one, so Baus got a nice little shove here on the top side, and the bot side, sorry. Skathan just doing his best to hold here on the Cho'Gath, and Ratones setting up here to jump in on to Natty, caught by the Chains of Corruption, and with the arrow coming through, Natty will fall. Velia secures the kill.
I mean, they're just brute forcing fights at this point, right? 8,000 gold in the lead. You see, champion!
Baus!
You jump, champion!
Nata goes down! Baus finds the kill! Huge O into the backline, flashes to the safety of his team, and he's into Herald! Drives it into the tower, secures the kill. As Velia gonna be going around. I think he's going for that bot, that top lane tower. He's just gonna run over a whole bunch of people on the way in. Smashes into the tower. Tower number 2 in the top side will fall as well. Lost Ratones, that gold lead just...
Putting LR in a position where they have to answer really quickly on the map, which they have been relatively really good at most of their games.
Oh,
but
Baus.
just confuse them, you don't have the ult now.
Hit by the deadly flourish, put into the bounce house. Reckless is making his way in. Somehow, Baus is alive. Marlon's coming over. Peng, good wall to break up the members of Lost Ratones as Baus continues to stay alive. He's finding a knock-up. Marlon has fallen. Baus is immortal. Charm onto Gathan. Lost Ratones take it all.
And the T1 tempo TP over on the top side, which will then force Peng's TP as an answer. Lost Ratones at another last outer defense for Ruddy.
I think Ruddy are a little bit scrambled after this game one. It's going to be
Come on, man, like 14k up now, the Magi's?
I mean, yeah, get it earlier, bro.
Right?
I mean, everyone has upgraded their boots apart from Reckless as well. Like, everyone's got their feet boots.
I feel like it's because he just completed his item, right?
Yeah,
so he doesn't have the gold to upgrade that. Getting that item, getting the Knight's Vow is so much more important, as Ruddy are taking punches on that side as well, and Marlon's going to pay for it.
Marlon goes down. Nice pick up there from Crownie. Don't think they're actually going to look for anything else. They may just ping back towards that Baron. This is nice, because one of our criticisms...
They know,
Natty,
they know for sure.
Natty, this is your moment, be a hero. He's been seen. The charm from Nemesis comes in. Natty is chunked, and down he goes. Nemesis secures the kill. No Baron still on the cards. Lost Ratones going to take it all.
It just gives 50.
It does give 50.
It does give 50.
Not 50k, just 50.
Just 50.
Just 50.
Oh, Peng. Oh, Peng, look who's behind you.
Oh,
actually, don't look.
He's going to go for the wall. Oh, what an interrupt! Crowley secures the kill from downtown. That's why you don't give him Scion.
LR pushing 3 lanes at once.
I think this is almost as
As it can get.
a single dragon and 4 kills. This is a near perfect game from Lost Ratones. Really, really clean stuff from them. They are just getting a little bit poke onto Velia, but he's too tanky, man. Like, they don't have the damage right now. Infinity Edge was only just finished up onto Nata. Nemesis getting jumped onto Marlon does force the Spirit Rush out, but it's low cooldown. He's going to be able to jump away.
They're gonna
as
wrap
Reckless
around.
jumps in, they're going to go for that wraparound. The charm goes a little bit wide, but that is going to be Natty Nat falling down. Peng being absolutely obliterated. Crownie caught by the knockup, goes for the cleanse out though, as we see a couple of extra kills coming in. Baus flashes in to Nata's face to try and find him, evading the ruptures. Peng will fall, Nata will fall. Reckless finds the damage onto the Cho'Gath. Here's the knockup. Gathan, he's on the steps of his fountain, but he can't escape. It's the ace over to the side of Lost Ratones. They open strong.
What an absolutely dominating game one from LR. All the worry when they fell down to the lower bracket by